This is not.
Are you kidding me? This is why I hate the city.
You got ready lickety split though.
I will never live in a city in my lifetime. This is why. Ever.
Somebody probably burned some toast or, I don't know, like screwed up while they were frying an egg. But not an ideal way to wake up. However, now we are wide awake and ready to take on the day, right, Hall?
I got back in bed. Speak for yourself.
I'm gonna brush my teeth and make some eggs. Okay, last day, or beginning of last day. We're going to stop at the bakery again, get a latte that will not be spilled all over the ground, hopefully. And then we are going to head to Stanley Park, walk around Stanley Park for the day, and then catch our flight tonight, late tonight, so. And so the first epic trip of 2025 was coming to an end. But I'd be lying if I said that I felt completely revived, energized, and excited for the year ahead after this trip. So let me take it back and recap a little bit of what's happened and what went on while I was away. While I was away in Vancouver, which is on the other side of the country from where I live, if you're new here, I received notice that myself, as well as all of my colleagues, were being let go from our jobs. There was a fire at our workplace at the beginning of this year, which meant that we would be getting paid by insurance until the time when the restaurant was ready to reopen again. Unfortunately, that was never going to happen, and the business decided to terminate all of its employees. I was not at all expecting to receive that call while I was away on an epic adventure, ready to start the year off on a positive note. So as this trip was coming to its end, I started to feel a little bit scared and really nervous about returning home, not knowing exactly what I was going to be returning to. I had started to feel like maybe this was a sign that my time in hospitality industry had started to come to its close, and perhaps even my time in the city. For a little more context and background, about 2 years ago, after a few years of very heavy alcohol use, I was able to quit drinking. And that sent me into a really weird feeling every time I went into work at a bar and was surrounded by alcohol all night. I started to feel pretty unaligned with working in the industry, but it was all I'd ever known and what I had worked so hard towards over the last 10 to 15 years. Even though I was really sad and very confused about what the future could possibly hold for me, that little nudge to leave the industry and pursue something more fulfilling for myself was met with a lot of hesitation and a ton of fear. I couldn't help but think, what if it's a mistake? Maybe I should just find another job, stay put, stay safe, but that little nudge was still there. I knew that I wanted to create more, create content, wellness, and lifestyle, and share that and my love of storytelling with the world. And so in the weeks since returning from this trip, I think I've landed on a path forward, at least for now. If I have to take another job to pay the bills while I get this going, then so be it. But I know that my passion lies in creating these videos for you. It makes me really happy, fills up my cup, and makes me so excited for the future. We're like a little over halfway around Stanley Park, I think. It's gorge. It's like super big. Everything, I feel really, really small walking next to the edge of the park. But it's starting to get like pretty cold. So we're trying to find, there's like a little cafe and a little tea house in here somewhere. So we're gonna try and find somewhere to sit down. Maybe put an extra layer of pants on. And Holly's writing her kids postcards because her kids have no idea what a postcard is. So she's gonna send them a postcard, which is really cute. So yeah, we're gonna try and find somewhere to sit for a minute. Okay, so we have spent the last couple hours back in the kind of lobby of our Airbnb here, just uploading and editing, because honestly we're just too tired to do anything else with the rest of today. So we are just spending the last little bit of time we have before we have to make our way to the airport, just kind of unloading everything, recharging all of our stuff so that we can get home. We're gonna mail Holly's kids postcards in a minute here and then make our way over to the airport. And that will be it for Vancouver 2025. They're gonna love them. They're gonna be so excited.
Yes.
So that's pretty much it for today. And then off to the next trip next week.
Yeah.
So the fun does not stop here. We have lots more coming. Stick around for the ride. If you are not already, make sure that you are subscribed to this channel. Make sure you're also following me on Instagram at lifewith_Beth. You'll get a lot more of the day-to-day in my story. Make sure you're also subscribed and following Holly, which is at living different, at _living different on Instagram. Make sure you are subscribed and following everywhere because we have a pretty jam-packed year.
It's pretty extensive.
Coming up. So I'll see you when we get home.